Our fourth and final dimension is value streams and processes. Value streams and processes are going to define the activities, the workflows, the controls, and the procedures that are needed to achieve the agreed upon objectives. These are things like the activities that the organization is going to undertake, how those activities are organized, and how value creation is ensured for all of your stakeholders efficiently and effectively. Now, when we talk about this, let's start with value stream. A value stream is a series of steps that an organization undertakes to create and deliver products and services to its service consumers. This is going to combine all of the organization's value chain activities. And we're going to spend a lot of time talking about value chain activities. In fact, we have an entire section on it. So let me give you an example of a value stream. A value stream is going to have a series of steps, right? So let me give you 3 steps. I want to go and have lunch today. So I'm going to go drive to a fast food restaurant. I'm going to go walk inside and I'm going to go up to the front and I'm going to order a hamburger and fries. That's step 1, the order process. Then I get to step 2, which is I'm going to wait while they cook my food. And then step 3, they're going to deliver that food to me and I can eat it. That is a value where we're going to have a transformation from the raw materials. We're going to get the order, take the raw materials, make this burger, and then deliver it back to Jason so Jason can have his lunch. That's a value stream of 3 steps. There's activities in there that are going to add to the value of this, such as when they cook the hamburger and they put on the ketchup and the mustard and then they deliver it to me at my table. That's all value added. It gives me value and that's why I'm paying for it. But there's some things that are not value added. For example, when they're cooking the fries, there's waste oil that happens. That's actually considered waste. They have to throw that away and pay to get rid of that. That is a non-value adding activity. There's also things like when they get the packaging with all the hamburgers and they have to throw away that package. That's waste as well. When I leave the table and I leave my burger and fries and make a mess, that's a non-value adding activity for the organization because they have to spend time and money to go clean up that mess, right? In everything we do, there's things that add value and there's waste. And in business, we always try to minimize the waste and increase the value. So that's a basic example of some value stream activities, right? We have these 3 steps. We're going to order it, we're going to manufacture it, we're going to deliver it, and those are value-adding activities. But there's also those waste activities, those non-value adds as well. What we want to do is we want to optimize the value stream so we can minimize the amount of non-value-adding activities while increasing the amount of value-adding activities. Once we do that and we get it right, we then want to automate that process as much as possible. So I was talking about ordering hamburgers for lunch. Well, if you've gone into a McDonald's recently, a lot of them are moving to automation. They're eliminating the order taking process and getting rid of the cashiers. And instead, they have these giant tablets that look like giant iPads, and you go in there and you order your food there and you pay with your credit card. It completely eliminated what they consider to be non-value adding activity, having a cashier take your order. Now they're passing that work on to you as the consumer, and they're focusing on cooking the food and handing it to you. That's the idea here with optimization and automation. Now, when we look at these processes, what exactly is a process? Well, it's simply a set of interrelated or interacting activities that transforms some input into an output. Processes are designed to achieve a specific objective. In my example, we had a value stream that was made up of one process with 3 different activities: the ordering, the manufacture, and the delivery. And they achieved a specific objective. That objective, getting Jason his lunch, right? And that's the idea of the process. Input, some amount of activities, and then an output. And by well-defining your processes, you can improve your productivity, and then you can also get it optimized so you can automate it as much as possible. And this is why we have our value streams and processes together in this dimension. Because as we're looking at our products and services, we're going to ask ourselves some questions. We're going to say, what is the generic delivery model for this service? What are the steps that we need to do to make this service work? Basically, what's the processes and which set of processes, when we put them together, gives us the right value stream? What are the value streams that are going to be involved in delivering the agreed upon outputs of the service? So if I think about giving you video delivery of this course, there's a lot of different things that have to occur. And we break those down into what the value stream is, and then each of those pieces, those steps, are the processes inside of it. We have to think about who and what is going to perform each of those required service actions. Again, breaking it down into the individual processes so we can figure that out. And that's why this is considered our 4th dimension, as we're looking at this and figuring out how are we going to give you that product or that service by doing some processes as part of a value stream.